Hi guys, it's Megan Lane with Meg What's for Dinner. So this is a little series I've been doing for a while, just doing dinners and things like that. I'm gonna do a little party prep for Halloween party since a lot of you are coming up on that time of year, maybe are entertaining. I'm not gonna show you everything, but just a little party prep in this little segment. So first of all, look at the times on defrosting things that you don't have to cook. This one I just got at Costco. I'm supposed to take the plastic wrap off of it 8 hours before. So I'm actually putting it in the fridge for a little extra defrost time, but I'm not gonna take the wrap off until 8 hours before exactly. And then you would unwrap this and frost it. So you wanna make sure you don't forget about your defrosting things, even the ones you aren't cooking. So I'm gonna put this over here, away from my adorable beagle Sherlock, who thinks everything's for him. So that's number one. Next thing is, if anything you can prep ahead of time, prep it ahead of time. I made brownies yesterday. They're in the freezer. I'm gonna make an artichoke dip. What I'm doing right now is just assembling it, sticking it in the fridge so I can bake it and it'll be hot and gooey right when the guests arrive. So that's right before. My next make ahead thing, which I'll show you guys. This has been everywhere this year on Pinterest, YouTube, whatever. I got this awesome pan on Amazon, made by Nordic Ware. And the other one, I'll show you the other one too. It is right here. This was also Amazon, but I know Williams and Sonoma also sells it. This was also Nordic Ware. So this is what I made the brownies in. And I'm going to make a little brownie graveyard terrarium with a leftover cheesecake tray plate thing from Costco. And we actually have that cheesecake still, so we're gonna serve that in a different thing. Put some fake dirt in here from brownie crumbles and stick the brownie graveyard things in here. So a little easy, creative, not necessarily expensive things to make. And also, there's a shortage this year on dry ice, so make sure you get your dry ice well in advance. I ended up having to call around to multiple stores, and I got some today, the day of the party, right before, right when they got a delivery in last night. So they're going fast. So make sure you relocate your dry ice if you're gonna do dry ice. Okay guys, I'm gonna show you how to make these skull calzones. Got my spoon here. So I just use Pillsbury pizza crust here. I prefer to do gluten-free because I have a lot of friends who are, and I try to be as much as I can because of thyroid stuff, but I couldn't find any this year that were decent. So this is where you push in case anyone ever has trouble. Oh, I'm always so scared it pops and it's really exciting. There it goes, woo, opa. So what we do is we unroll this pizza dough. It is really gooey. Okay, there we go. And we put it somewhere clean. You roll it out like this. I've seen people cut this into 6 sections for the 6 skulls that it's going to be here. Let me see if I can get my pizza cutters nearby. I didn't get out every tool ahead of time. It's not a cookie show. And I don't have a stack. Here we go. On the other side of the kitchen. So here's my little pizza. So I'm gonna do 6. So let's do as equal as you can make them. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect, you know, because they're gonna be calzones. So like, no, about like that. And you can stretch them out a little bit. So we'll take our first one here. You kind of stretch it a bit. And then you're gonna wanna really, oops, I don't want it to break like that, so don't stretch it too much. You really wanna get it in there, like, you want the shape of the skull, really. So you wanna make sure this part of it really gets down into the crevices, get them into that smile, the eyeballs, all that stuff. So it'll be the right shape. And then you're gonna take, I believe it was like 4 tablespoons each. 1, 2, 3. 3 looks good, that's a lot. And then I have little, I used turkey pepperoni, and if you guys like to do a little healthier, Applegate Farms or Applegate Naturals now makes turkey uncured pepperoni. So if you don't want to do pork, if you have friends who are kosher or Muslim or just don't eat pork, this is great. You can just break them up. Obviously, you wash your hands ahead of time. And put some little turkey pepperonis down in here. And then I accidentally bought a Parmesan mozzarella mix. This would normally just be mozzarella, but I wasn't mad because I'm like, well, hot mozzarella and Parmesan is really good on pizza and in calzones. You can also do cheese underneath if you wanted to have it really cheesy. So then the idea is you pull the pita pocket parts up like this. You pull the excess together and you seal it like this. So you pinch it like that till the pastry is sealed, because you don't want it coming out like that. Basically, I did it wrong. But that's my first one. You know, it's like a first pancake. My first attempt ever at using this pan. I'll show you guys the final result after. So this one needs sealing, just a little. Pinching that together. It doesn't matter that it's saucy, as it will be dried once it's baked. So let's try doing that again a little bit better. So I'm gonna stretch it a little bit more. I've seen people do it like stretching the edges like this. Okay, now we get that part in there. The skull part, the most important part, down in there. And smush it. I'm actually gonna start with a little cheese first this time. And then sauce, just kind of make it so it seals in that sauce. 1, 2, maybe 3, like I said, about 3 tablespoons seems to be about right for these. Some pepperonis. I'll make some cheese too for people who don't eat meat. It's nice to have considerations for your friends with different dietary restrictions. And nobody expects you to have like a million, well, nobody that I know expects you to have like a million options for them if they're a really picky eater. But it's always nice to have something. I've always had friends, especially my LA actor film friends, who like, oh my gosh, I can eat this, it's gluten-free, or oh my gosh, you have a low sugar option for your diabetic friends, or whatever. Like, whatever you do that's like, you know, for them, it's great. So yeah, I still am having trouble. Maybe I'm putting too much sauce, but I like things really saucy. It still will bake up nice. So you just smush them down in there, and I will show you the final result. You get the idea.